Chumley, why in the world are you making those ridiculous noises?
Gee, Tennessee, I'm pretending like I'm a driver in this big car race.
Let's see. Big race next week. Anyone can enter. $500 first prize. Zowie! That's for us, Chumley. We're going to win that race.
But gee, Tennessee, I was only pretending. We can't enter with this old bed.
We're going to build a racing car, and we're going to win that money. Tennessee Tuxedo will not fail. Let's go get Yuck and Baldy.
Gosh, Tennessee, this sure is a funny racing car. Now, how's it going to work, Tennessee, huh?
Very simple, Yuck. Inside here, we have a giant spring. The key on top winds up the spring. Then when we release the brake, we'll be off like a flash.
I think I'll just sit this ride out.
Don't be ridiculous, Baldy. There's nothing to worry about.
Okay, Tennessee, it's all wound up.
Baldy, release the brake.
Put it in the brake.
I think there's a flaw in the ointment.
Maybe we should go into the well-digging business.
That's ridiculous, Chumley. What we need is a new design.
What's this big rubber band for, Tennessee? Is this a car or a slingshot?
That's our motor, Baldy. This rubber band should be perfect.
This is as far as she'll go, Tennessee.
Put on the brake, Yuck. All right, men. Here we go.
Seems to me, Tennessee, this design is all wet.
We'll have to try a new model.
Gee, Tennessee, this looks more like a rocket ship than a car.
Exactly. This is our jet car. We simply blow up the big balloon. The brake clamps the end of the balloon shut until we're ready to go. Then we take off the brake, and we blast off. That's enough, Yuck. Put on the brake, Baldy. Let off the brake.
Look out! Here's the thing.
Slow it down. Slow down the air. What did I tell you, men? Now we'll just drive over and sign up for the big race.
Just sign your name right here. Now you're all set except for the $100.
$100?
You have to put up $100 if you're going to enter the race.
Oh, no.
Gosh, Tennessee, we don't even have 100 cents. Oh, how are we going to enter the race and with all that money?
Hey, that's a great-looking car you got there. You want to sell it? We'll give you $10.
Sell it? We won't sell this one, but we'll build you one just like it.
Great. Just so we can have it in time for the race.
Oh, I'll take one. Oh,
Yeah, I'll take one, too.
Yes, I'll take one.
All right. Just give your names, and Chumley will write them down.
We can't build all those cars. It'll take us forever.
We'll just have to find out from Mr. Whoopi how we can make our cars fast.
Well, boys, so you want to speed up production on your automobiles, eh? Well, I wouldn't want your plans to backfire, get it? Well, what you need is assembly line production.
Gosh, Mr. Whoopi, what's that mean, huh?
Let's take a look at our flashy, flexible, three-dimensional blackboard. The first factory that used the assembly line of manufacturing was a flour mill run by Oliver Evans of the United States. This mill cleaned, ground, and sifted the grain without stopping between steps. You can see that the assembly line system of manufacturing moving goods along from one worker to another made production much faster and thus helped make products much cheaper because fewer hours of labor were needed.
That's great, Mr. Whoopi. But what about cars?
Oh, yes, cars. It was Henry Ford who introduced the assembly line system for automobiles. By 1920, he was making automobiles on the first fully automatic assembly line.
Gee, Mr. Whoopi, what is everybody doing?
If you went into a modern automobile assembly plant, you'd see something like this. First, the bare framework placed upside down on a long, slow-moving conveyor belt. Next, someone fastens on the rear suspension system, and the next man bolts on a rear axle. Then the front suspension system is mounted, and other men reach in bins alongside the conveyor belt, pulling out propeller shafts, fuel tanks, brake linings, and many other items which they install in turn.
Zowie, Mr. Whoopi, that's fast.
Oh, yes, indeed. Next, a giant mechanical hand picks up the frame and turns it right side up on the conveyor belt. An overhead crane swings a complete engine into position while men working alongside put on the wheels and tires, steering gear, and even bumpers. A moment later, out of an opening in the ceiling, a complete car body is lowered into place, and in pits underneath, the assembly line men tighten bolts to hold the body to the framework, and other workers around the car connect tubes and wires, put on seat covers and floor mats and all the rest.
Looks to me like all those people would trip over each other.
Oh, no, my boy. There is no frantic haste or confusion. Each man has only a few operations to perform, and their work is so arranged that no one interferes with anyone else. You see, the whole process of assembly line production is a good example of teamwork between workers and management to make enough cars to go around.
And that's exactly our problem. Come on, men. And thanks, Mr. Whoopi. Here we are, men. Our own assembly line. We're going to build 10 cars exactly like this one of our own. Yak, you'll put one of those frameworks on the conveyor belt and slap on the back wheels. Baldy, you'll put on the front wheels and the steering wheel. Chumley, you'll put on the body and doors. And I'll put on the balloon.
We got
Okay, Tennessee.
I'm ready. Yeah. Oh, gosh. There's no more pins to hold on the wheel. I'll just borrow one from our car.
Uh-oh. Out of bolts. I'll just borrow one from our car.
Gee, there's no more hinges for the doors. I'll just borrow the ones from our car.
That's it, men. 10 brand new cars. At $10 apiece, that makes $100. Just the amount needed for our entry fee in the race. And we're sure to win.
And so, racing fans, the drivers and crews are ready to leap into their cars at the sound of the pistol. And there it goes.
Let's go, men.
Oh, great, great. The doors fell off.
No time to worry about that now. Tennessee Tuxedo will not fail. Yak, let off the brake. I can't steer it. There's no bolt on the steering wheel.
Let me out. Stop.
Let me out! I think we lost.
But look at that, Tennessee. All those cars that are winning, they're ones we made. Oh, isn't that great?
Just great. They get the prizes and...
And we got the bird.
Come on and see Tennessee Tuxedo. See Tennessee Tuxedo. Tennessee Tuxedo and his tail.